Hi, hello everyone. I am Prashant Nandam. Welcome back to our channel. As a part of our AWS Masterclass series, today we will see session 12, which is Route 53. And as earlier, we used to have README file, right? I have created a readme.md file in GitHub. You can go through the complete documentation just for your reference for the Route 53 introductions and what are the things that we used in Route 53 and definition things, everything you can go through here. And to start with, Route 53 is a service provided by AWS. That is the first thing, okay? And it is highly scalable and available and fully managed domain name service system provided by AWS. And it is used to translate human readable domain names such as google.com into mission readable IP addresses, okay? And how it works is, for an example, we are accessing AWS console, right? And we are using it's a web URL, aws.amazon.com. And similar way, if we use Google, we'll enter google.com. It is easy to remember, but in the backend, it will be having an IP addresses, and the user, whenever they type Google or something, it will be resolved to the DNS with the IP, and then it reaches the server and gives the output to us. I mean, gives us the web UI. So that's how it uses, and it is easy to remember names, right, instead of IP addresses. So that is the reason why we use Route 53. And this is the key features. And I also provided we have two zones in Route 53, which is public and private. Public means it is accessible over the internet, and private means it is within the VPCs. And here, if you see a record is maps to name to IPv4 addresses, and CNAME is alias to another domain name. You can go through this for more information. And without wasting our time, let's begin session. Search for Route 53. Okay, this is our Route 53. Before proceeding, I would like to let you know that here in our GitHub repo, if you see here what I mentioned, user types some Google or something DNS, it should resolve to their IP addresses, right? It is a domain, and we need to have our domain first, correct? To get the domain, you can go to no IP and get your free domain. Here I use no IP website to get the domain, and you can just search for mine.noip.com and click sign in with your Gmail or GitHub accounts. Under the DNS records, you can create a hostname, and a hostname will be created, and we will be using this DNS for our Route 53. Now click on get started. Under this, we have multiple things, okay? We can also register a domain in the Route 53, and we can transfer domain, configure the traffic flow and health checks and everything. We'll create hosted zones first. Click on create hosted zones and get started. Here give name for the hosted domain. It is asking for domain name, right? What is our domain name? This one, Prashant DevOps. And then optional we can ignore, and yes, we want it for public hosted zone. Click create hosted zone. Hosted zone will be created. Yeah, if you see here, now you can create records in the hosted zone to specific how you want Route 53 to route traffic for your domain. Wonderful, cool. We have created this domain. Now it should show us NS and SOA type records. Yeah, this one I was speaking about. Now we will be using CNAME. Okay, if you using any other domains, and you can use these names in the your domain registration. If you have GoDaddy account and if you have purchased a domain there, you can mention these values in the GoDaddy and you can use this domain as well. And now we need to create a CNAME. Okay, and we are in the hosted zone, and then we need to click on create record, and after clicking on create record, we need to provide the record name, which is ww. I'll keep, and record type I'll keep it as CNAME. Record type I'll keep it as CNAME, and then value is our domain. This is our value. Okay, and tutorial, that is simple routing. Okay, now click create. Let's enable alias what we are getting. Okay, that's fine. I'll create a record here. I'm just creating a record. Error. Let's see why it is failing. Please try again. Fail to fetch. Let's try again. Wonderful. Our record has been created. If you see here, CNAME record has been created for Prashant DevOps and with the domain. Now we need to create a EC2 instance. Let's duplicate this tab for a while and go to search for EC2 in the services. EC2 launch instance. Test hyphen demo hyphen PR. This is our EC2 name. I'll go with Amazon. Free eligible tier. Free tier. Keeper. I have an existing keeper, I believe. Yeah, let's use this keeper and select our VPCs. I want to use, oh, which region we are in. Okay, let's go to our south so that we can have our own VPC. Demo iPhone PR. Amazon Linux. Free tier eligible. Keeper. Let's select. Okay, let me create a keeper. Click on create new pair and new iPhone Route 53 iPhone. Yeah, key. Mostly I'll be using 40, so I'll keep it as ppk and I'll click create. Once you click create, it will be downloaded. Yeah, see. Now click on edit VPC. Select our custom VPC. If you are not aware how to create a VPC and subnets everything, we have discussed this in our previous sessions. You can go through them, and if you have any questions or queries, you can comment and I'll try to respond. Secret group also will created. Advanced details. Let's add a small script over here. I'm using hello from EC2 Prashant DevOps. It will be under index.html. Launch instance. Our instance will be launched. Verify the status. It's in pending state. Let's wait for a while till the pending state changes. Yes, our instance is running. Just copy our instance ID and browse it. Hello from server to server EC2 Prashant DevOps. Cool. We are getting the response. Now what you have to do is copy the public IP addresses of EC2 instance, public IPv4. I'm copying this. Now go back to no IP website and click on this edit under the DNS records and change the IPv4 to our IP and make save changes. It will take some time. Wait for a moment. And if you are using GoDaddy or any other applications, as I discussed earlier, you can copy this 4 and paste in the DNS custom names, and we can browse these as well. But since I'm using no IP free domain, I'm just copying the IP addresses. Okay, and now copy our DNS, browse in a, you should see the same as we have seen with the IP addresses. Hello from server EC2 Prashant DevOps. And if I browse prashantdevops.ddns.net, you should see hello from server EC2 Prashant DevOps. So that's how we can map our IP addresses to the DNS. Okay. And here CNAME maps the domain and A records maps to domain, which is IP, and no IP provides the dynamic DNS. Okay. In simple words, we have used the no IP website to get a domain. We have created a domain. Okay. After that, we have created a hosted zone. Okay. And for hosted zone, we have added our CNAME and mentioned our domain Prashant our DNS. Later we created an EC2 instance. We provided an index.html file in that EC2 instance, and we browsed the IP addresses, and it was showing same exactly as we mentioned in the hello from server EC2 Prashant DevOps. Now we went to our no IP and we changed the IP addresses to our public IP. And when we browse this DNS, let me go incognito and show you again. When we browse the domain, we should get the same hello from EC2 instance, hello from server EC2 Prashant DevOps. That's how it works. And same we can get from these IP addresses as well. Hope you understood. And for more notes, you can see here. You may ask me, what is hosted zone? Hosted zone is a container for DNS records for a domain, which means for our domain. And we have public hosted zones which resolve DNS requires from the internet, public IP. This is what we have done just now. And private hosted zone is it will be VPN within the VPC, so it may not accessible outside. It is accessible only within the VPC. Okay, that's the one thing. You can see here you can use Route 53 with EC2, LB, CloudFront S3 gateway, AKS and VPC and all. And the architecture is simple. User creates a Route 53 and you can also use CloudFront application load balance and then EC2. You can manage for this. And did I miss anything? And these are the supported domains for Route 53. Cool. That's it from my end. And as I mentioned earlier, you can also use this DNS name and route your traffic if you are using GoDaddy or any other application to get your any other websites to get a free domain, or if you are purchasing domain, you can just here we just change the IP addresses. Right there you will be having DNS details, custom domain details, and some information you can see, and you can change accordingly. And that's it from my end. Hope Hope the video is useful to you, and I request you all to subscribe to our channel for more DevOps related content. And most of the people are watching our videos but not yet subscribing, so I request you all to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any updates. And we will be primarily focusing on the interview purpose side and the DevOps content side. It will be like, if you follow these codes, you will be hands-on knowledge and more information related to DevOps courses. Thanks for watching. That's it for mine. Bye.